Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? I watched a video a little while ago by Samwise7 RPG. Tim, and it was kind of a rant about player behavior, and it was called something like "Not at My Table." I can't remember exactly what it was called, but it got me thinking about what kind of behavior do I expect from people that I game with? What am I looking for in a gamer really? Or whether they're a player in my game or a DM or whatever. Just another player that I'm playing with. So I came up with some things that are important to me, and I think that's kind of a good idea to do when you're looking for a group or whatever or gamers. Just figure out what are your standards. What are you not willing to settle on. So here's a few. Be engaged. Show up. We're there to play the game, so play the game. Don't spend your time doing everything else. Watching some of Matt Colville's videos, I realized that in some games I'm an audience member, what he would call an audience member. I'm not a mover and shaker. I'm not super involved and plotting, and I'm happy to kind of roll dice and just say my character does this and that's enough. But I'm paying attention. Either way, that's engaged. People don't have to be super involved as long as they're actually paying attention to the game. That's what's important to me. One thing that kind of bugs the heck out of me, and I guess it's an anti-power gamer statement, so sorry. Don't sit around talking about how cool your character is, what they could do 6 levels from now, all the nifty stuff they have, etc. What you plan to do with this character. Go do something. Go do it. That's interesting. Go play the game. I don't want to hear about how great your character could be or is. Go prove it. Show up on time, because my time's precious, and everybody else's is too. Behave. I put down behave nicely, and really the thing is, you kind of have to talk to each other and figure out what's acceptable to say, what's not acceptable to say, what are some subjects that are taboo, etc. And I've certainly gained with some people where there were very few taboo subjects, and we had a blast. But you kind of have to feel each other out, and so do that. Don't be the creepy guy, for sure. Be mature. Act like a grown up. We can have fun and be silly and all that kind of stuff, but be respectful of other people is really what I'm getting at with that. And don't get loaded at the table. I don't want to watch that, and I don't think you're going to be very engaged. Been there, done that, but watching and having somebody else get intoxicated at the table is just not fun for me. So don't do that. I'm not willing to settle on that anymore. And oh yeah, last but certainly not least is just have fun. Have a good time. I don't want to play with somebody that's just obviously not having a good time. Be honest. If you're not having a good time, say something, and like we can change or whatever it is. So that's it. A real simple list. Things I'm not willing to settle on anymore. But I want you to be engaged. I want you to be polite and respectful, and I want us to be able to talk like grown-ups. I don't think that's too hard. And we'll have fun. We'll kill some orcs.